MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Ulysses Chacin, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Ulysses Chacin used to be at one time one of the premier power pitchers in the game of baseball. Big arm with good sinking action. 94 to 96 miles an hour. His slider inconsistent at times. If he's throwing it for strikes, it's a swing and miss pitch. The thing with Ulysses Chacin, he needs to throw strikes early to give himself a chance to use that big sweeping breaking ball.
Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Grandal has it. The throw to first is in time, one down. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
So striding in, Corey Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the 1-1. Slider up that he gets a call on. High in the air down the right field line. Yelich is under it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Into the box, Justin Turner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Drilled down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Giro, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Ross Stripling is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy with a powerhouse slider. This is his bread and butter pitch. Has the other repertoire, but this pitch makes his fastball better. He'll throw a slider to both sides of the plate. He can throw it up, down, in, and out. Extreme command of the slider, and it's one of the reasons why he's one of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Here now is the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Peterson has a read on it. One away. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Now to the plate, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home. Skied down the left field line. Peterson on the run. He dives, but he can't get it. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And over to third now is the runner. Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Hit hard on the ground to short. Seager moving to his right. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Brewers 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Digging in, A.J. Pollock, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Max Munson is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The payoff pitch one more time. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. This is line to left. Gamble is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
Ready now, Max Munson. The 1-1 home. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Gamble comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, right fielder.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They trail this one 1-0. Standing in, Travis Shaw, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bullet back up the middle. Pollard is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He can play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
At the plate, Eric Thames. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. We'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. Hits a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Chopped weakly to the left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? Let's see what happens.
Barnes aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a bunt attempt here, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there, and sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Standing in now, Jock Peterson. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Shaw shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ulysses Chacin, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-1 to short. Seager ranges to his left. And there's 1 down now. Ready for another chance. Lorenzo Cain flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. There's ball 4. Now in the box, Christian Yelich. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Missed with a slider.
Seems to be a little bit more more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 2-2. In the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So stepping in, Mike Moustakas, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Munson takes it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Brewers strand one. They lead it 1-0. Stepping into the box, Justin Turner, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now the 2-1. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Gone! It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger, and the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Another full count pitch home. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
0-2, here it is. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Runners on the move for second. Soft liner to the right side. In there, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way. And that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. Pollock at third. Verdugo at second with 2 gone. Weekly hit to third. Shaw fields it cleanly. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. But the Dodgers are able to tie things up on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. All even now at 1-1. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Back up the middle. Seager has it. And there's one away. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And both of these guys are working right around the same speed. 93 for one, 92 for the other. Riding in once again, Travis Shaw hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The next 1-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
First baseman, number 7.
Stepping in, Eric Thames hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Munson from shallow right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. So here now is the pitcher, Ross Stripling. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. And he misses 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Jock Peterson now. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he'll get in there safely.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box now, Corey Seager. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit where now.
1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Kane is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home, and he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And that misses 2-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here now the 2-2. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard on the ground to second. Moustakas is there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Dodgers lead it 2-1. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up. Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
The batter, number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. So 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Gloved by Turner. To second for 1. Back to first, but it's right by him.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
Braun.
2 balls and a strike to Braun. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice stop the other way.
Number 76 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
You don't get too many guys lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
In now, Christian Yelich. Way in front of that fastball.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
But right at the shortstop for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And another foul ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Verdugo on the move. And he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Chase Anderson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 57.
Striding into the box, A.J. Pollock. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 1 for 5. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
Zero.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Good battle. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
2 balls and a strike now. 2 runs, 5 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Grounded down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ballgame.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, whew, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Standing in now, Austin Barnes. Kane is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for L.A. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Hit back up the middle. Seager is up with it. And that's out number 1. Now batting, Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Still 1-2. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw, and the Brewers move out in front now, 3-2. That one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day. Into the box, Eric Thames. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Here's a high pop-up. Bellinger is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Ben Gamble. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. The 9-1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th, and Milwaukee's taken a 3-2 lead. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up, as there's our game summary to this point. Chris Taylor will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
There's a shot out to right center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 1 for 3. 3-1 to the Dodgers left fielder.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Back up the middle. Garcia has it, and he'll reach first safely. The tying run is in to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Hit hard to the right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. first baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. Ready for another shot now, Cody Bellinger. And their runners at the corners now. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Count still full, 3-2.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic tape.
Hot shot down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is in there.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollard. Oh, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full, 3-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Now batting, right fielder, Alex Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. The 1-2. Just got a piece to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. Dodgers lead this one 5-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yimi Garcia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kike Hernandez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpens look sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Garcia offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. 2-2. Pena leads off first with 1 away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, placing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Second and third here, one man out. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this ought to play the couple as this falls down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 5-5 ball game. And he'll make it to third base safely with only one out as the go-ahead run.
Second baseman.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yasmani Grandal becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Comes set, now the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Now at the plate, Eric Thames, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. Now a 7-5 game. Pedro Baez takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Ben Gamble will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder. Swing and a liner. And this is going to wind up as extra bases again as the Brewers just keep rolling. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 9 and the Dodgers 5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Barnes will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Hernan Perez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Coming to the plate now, Kike Hernandez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. Barnes stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 14th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Jock Peterson now. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Dodgers down in order. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Coming to the plate now, Hernan Perez. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. In now is Lorenzo Cain. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now, Christian Yelich. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Cain runs. Still even at 2-2. Cain, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Missed with a slider. On deck, Mike Moustakas. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And it's fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He has no prior history against this pitcher. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a rhythm.
Zero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We played 8 full. It's the Brewers 10 and the Dodgers 5. Here's Corey Seager. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. 2 balls and a strike. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Popped him up. Grandal is there. 1 down. So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. To first. Thames right there. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
First baseman number 35.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. Milwaukee jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Chase Anderson takes home the win. Yimi Garcia struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plitzak, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score for our ball games tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors, left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.